Hi, everybody. Good morning. A lot of ice as you wake up this morning. All major districts in Allen County are now closed. Most school districts are as well as the ice continues to fall.
The list continues to grow. It is December 19th of 2008. We have a lot of storm news to bring you as we've got team coverage here this morning as we wake up with Curtis Smith and Chris Daniels.
We got your double team this morning, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Surrounded by weathermen.
What should we do with them, Chris?
Well, we haven't decided yet, but you two better speak softly this morning. We take a look at your weather. Curtis, you were here last night. When did this all happen? What's the temperature been doing overnight?
Very interesting to watch it develop because we started in the lower 20s around midnight as the precipitation really got going, and then as it started to warm, the precipitation really started to come down. You're looking here at real-time radar on Pinpoint Viper HD. It is now, at least just on the very southern edge of our viewing area, starting to turn into some pure rain where temperatures are now actually above freezing. Again, we started in the lower 20s, jumped to 24, then 27, then 29. Now we're into that 30-degree range in Fort Wayne and south of Fort Wayne. As Chris gives you a better look here on Pinpoint Viper HD at all that precipitation, we're actually above freezing, and that is the rain ice line right there. That is the key because we'd really love to get that rain in here. As we've been talking about, it's going to do two things for us. First of all, it's just nice to have pure rain falling and not ice. In addition to that, it is going to help to melt a lot of what is already out there. So Chris just showed you that line. There you see it on Pinpoint Viper HD. And Chris, that is going to be key to get the rain in here. And hopefully that'll start happening over the next couple of hours.
We've already got a few calls south of Fort Wayne down toward Marion, and they're just reporting plain rain over to Muncie, plain rain in all of these areas. I think at least initially last night, Chris, it started with freezing rain.
Yeah, freezing rain and even some sleet. I walked outside several times where it was falling as ice. And you may not realize the difference. I know you guys do, but you may not realize that sleet falls as ice, freezing rain falls as rain, and then freezes upon contact. So there were times where it was the combination. There were times it was just sleet. It was messy for several hours.
Had it stayed sleet, all sleet, it would have been a much better situation compared to the freezing rain or even snow.
Yeah, it was tricky coming in this morning. We talked to Indiana Department of Transportation. They said Grant County was actually their trickiest overnight.
They should be warming up above freezing, though, as well.
Okay. Boy, thanks a lot. You've had a long night here, you guys.
It's been a long night.
All right, thanks so very, very much. We'll continue to keep an eye on that. We're going to take you outside as well.
Eric Claiborne is out there this morning. He is out southwest this morning. Of course, another place where they're seeing kind of similar conditions. And Eric, much change from we talked to you about a half an hour ago?
You know, Ryan, not a whole lot has changed in about the last half an hour. Here's a live look. The corner of Ardmore and Jefferson, you can see some ice that has formed throughout the last couple of hours. The roads are starting to pick up. Traffic is starting to get a little bit busier out on the roads. Doesn't look like many vehicles are having too hard of a time getting around. They are taking it slow and easy, and that is the case this morning. You should just take it easy, allow some extra time for your drive time to work or wherever you have to go this morning. I just spoke with Tony Mayo at INDOT. She says they have all their trucks out in full force right now, covering 160 different routes. Fort Wayne Street Departments have all 40 of their vehicles out. They are able to lay salt down on this. Since it is warm enough, the salt is able to work. It's kind of breaking things up into a slushy, icy, wet mess, I guess is the best way I can explain it. So just make sure you take it easy this morning. Take your time on your way into work. And, of course, we'll be out here all morning long, live coverage for you with continuous updates about the road conditions and anything else that may come about.
All right, Eric, you know we're talking this morning. You did some research, and how long has it been since we've seen this kind of an ice storm come through our area?
It was back in 2005. We got a nice little dose of ice that actually took down power lines and caused quite a bit of damage around the area. No reports of power outages right now, Mary, but we are keeping a close watch on that because you can really start to see some ice forming on those lines. So we'll be watching that over the next couple hours as well.
We sure will. And as we continue to watch the school delays and closings coming in. Eric Claiborne live in southwest Allen County this morning. Thanks so much for your live report. Well, also this morning, the Allen County Commissioners, as we continue to follow other headlines,